About to react to a video called Karen Causes Chaos at Walmart Checkout. Best Public Freakouts of 2022. Anything with Karen, anything with chaos, anything with best public freakouts is right up my alley. So I'm excited to get into this. You know, you think you've seen it all. You think you've seen it all. But then, once again on YouTube, there's another Karen acting up. And it's like a never-ending circle. All you can do, really, is just find the humor in it. You know? Just find the fucking humor in it. And don't take that shit seriously. It's just a cry for attention. It really is. It's just, they have nothing else better to do, I don't think. Okay, let's get into it. Whoops. Didn't have the sound on.
My property right now! Get it! My property!
Oh boy, do we have a big lineup of Karens for you today. So please, before we get into them, can you like the video, as this really helps the channel and means a lot to me. Thank you to everyone who likes the videos, it helps so much. Subscribe if you're new as well, as I post every single day all of the latest Karens and freakouts from the internet.
Just have to.
I am Brandon, welcome to Finest Freakouts, and let's get straight into today's first freakout. So in today's first freakout, we have a Karen who was just going to take her trash out and put it in the bin when she notices her neighbours next door are building a new fence line at the front garden. She realises this and actually starts going nuts because they're just in the middle of drilling some nails in, and Karen all of a sudden thinks it's over her side of the property line. So as you can
they
imagine,
always
Karen
think that.
Karen,
I swear to fucking
thinking they're
God.
building a fence on her
There's
side,
absolutely like no evidence of it,
massively.
but they're
So
gonna
the
throw
neighbours
that
get their phone
tantrum.
out and record this freak out of Karen going.
This is all you can do too. I hate people like, why
Karen
are you
even screams at her
recording?
husband in the house
Because
to quickly
we
call
need
the
to take
police and
stock in
dial
this. We
911
need
as if
to
it's some
have
major emergency.
Evidence of this
Check this one
bullshit.
out, guys, and comment
Especially if
down
the
below what
cops
you
are
think.
called, man. That shit can get
Right
dangerous.
now. Get it! My property! Get it off! Get it off my property! Yeah, your camera will show it!
You
Goddamn
go in the
right!
morning.
You
Get
can
it.
yell all you want.
You
Get in.
go in the morning.
Get in and call the cops! Get in and call the cops! I want them here now! Get in and call the cops! Now!
Is that her like husband or son?
It's not
Hell
my
no,
property.
dude. How dare you
can't
treat
see
them
where
like
your
that?
goddamn property line is!
You see?
God, you really don't have to be like this, lady. You really don't.
And tell your kid he can record it all he wants. I really don't give it.
Okay? Okay, I'll do it.
Who say you lie?
No, I'm not gonna shut up. I'm not gonna shut up.
You will when the cops come.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, we will.
Will you? I think you're just gonna self-sabotage yourself without realizing it.
It's there.
When it comes to the cops.
there.
I think they know that too.
This is a public alleyway.
They don't really want the cops to come. Some of them are stupid, and they want the cops to come. She seems not to be
lying.
Oh yeah. Look where yours is. Look where
Not
yours is.
pushing for it.
Cállese, no, cállese y verás. Yeah, she know.
One of these days, Louis, you're gonna grow up. You're gonna be 60 years old and you behave like you're 4. Because you
Huh?
get your own way with the fence. And your camera that you have in your little shed on the porch, get it off my property.
I'm allowed to have my camera, dude.
They can't do anything.
You're allowed to have protective cameras.
On my property, I can do what the hell I want.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine, but people are allowed to have
On my property that's in your
cameras
back porch.
to
Then
protect
ask the
themselves.
police. Ask the police.
I really don't think that's illegal. Like, even if it's like right, like if it's right in their backyard and it's obviously just filming the backyard, yeah, but if it's just around the property, fuck off, dude. Just trying to be not murdered in my own household.
It was
all
there
the
before
time.
you moved here.
You
It was
say it,
here
yeah.
when you moved here. You were too goddamn of an asshole to knock on the front door and be a decent human being after everything my husband did for you. You wouldn't have the sign if it weren't for my husband. You wouldn't have the roof if it weren't for my husband. All the tools you bought are for
The
my
husband that you just treated like a fucking
You
child.
act like Joe never did a thing for you.
You just screamed at for no reason.
Lo que
She sounds like a joy to be
When did
married
you ever
to.
help Joe? Never.
Maybe I make a basement.
My basement was already done before you even moved here.
Yeah,
Nice try
right.
though, buddy.
Oh my goodness me, can you guys imagine living next door to this Karen? So you're probably all wondering what happened after this. Well, if you listen very carefully to the freak out, you'll notice that the Karen is saying that actually they used to be close friends. Karen's husband used to actually lend tools to the man, fixed his roof, helped him out. Now,
And a little tiny fence is going to get in the way of that.
Imagine how sad that is, because if you've ever known neighbors that have been close friends and helped each other out, and then over one
Yeah, but
silly
maybe
thing,
they can get through it just because they have this one shitty
know
interaction.
neighbors like that. They fell out over the silliest of things, and they literally used to be the closest friends, and now they never
You know, I hope the
talk at
best
all
for
and
them. If they were
literally
friends,
argue
you
all
know.
the time. This is what's happened here,
Maybe
and
that's just a
apparently they
shit
also put a
day.
CCTV camera up in their back garden, which Karen reported to the police. Karen's husband is actually this minute calling the police right now on the video because of the fence.
That,
they put
though,
up
is
there.
probably going to
It's
ruin
not
their
even the
relationship
fence done yet, it's the
100%.
panel
If
at
you
the
call the
bottom,
cops
and
on
she's already
somebody,
freaking out. I can't
say
imagine
goodbye
living next
to
to
that
this
friendship.
lady, and I feel sorry for them, man. It's just sad considering they used to
It
get
is.
along. The police obviously
is.
would turn up and say, look, this is a civil matter, it's a dispute between two neighbors that the police can't really get involved in unless it's to
Yep.
keep the peace and, you know, stop violence.
So
which is
stop
obviously no
wasting the
violence here, it's
police's
just stupid
time.
arguing with the Karen, so yeah,
Miss
this-
Karen,
I feel sorry for these
Mr.
people having to
is it
live here,
Kevin?
and I don't know if they're going to move anytime soon, but yeah. Anyway, that's this one. Let's move to the next one.
Please leave. No.
I'd like to speak to your manager.
Please, feel free to go find him.
This Karen walked into a store with her Louis Vuitton bag, thinking she owned the entire town. Now, she asked to use their toilet, and the lady at the reception desk starts filming because Karen actually went to walk in and just use their toilet. Apparently, she doesn't even know who she is, but Karen has to pay $10 to get in. So basically, she's refusing to pay the $10.
That's-
Just wants to walk in without paying. Yet she has a bag
Okay.
that I'm pretty.
Let me just explain something. So, when you live in a big city, I don't live in a big city, but I have lived in big cities. You have to be really careful about like knowing where you're going, just because of bathrooms. You need to know where you can go to the bathroom because a lot of the places are going to be like, you can't use the bathroom unless you get a meal first or order something first. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of silly, but I can understand at the same time that it's just like, people do fucked up shit in the bathroom, you know? And if there's like one bathroom per store and it's usually just for the employees, you know, employees don't want to clean up after nasty people. So I can understand that. $10 though? I don't know. I think that's a bit of a stretch, definitely.
Sure is worth hundreds, if not $1,000, maybe even more. I don't even know how much the Louis Vuitton bags are.
But yeah, then she comes in flaunting her Louis Vuitton bag and is like, how dare you ask me to pay $10? Like, are you stupid? Are you stupid?
But this receptionist starts filming because the Karen is actually saying she's not going to pay the money to get into the store.
Okay.
And she's just going to ignore their policy and walk straight through.
No.
Now, I don't know which store this is, or like if it's like a
No.
dentist.
It's
or,
their policy,
I don't
no matter
even
how
know, like,
weird
it's
and
all
dumb
we
it
know is
is.
It's a private store. But at the end of the day, what you're
There
about
word
to see
goes.
is this Karen having an
Get the
argument
hell
with
out.
the
You're
receptionist,
trespassing at
and
this
it gets
point.
pretty heated. So check it out and comment down below your opinions.
Please leave.
Can you write your name down?
No.
Okay, I'd like to speak to your manager.
Please, feel free to go find him.
I didn't pay. I can't go in there.
Okay.
You just said I can't go in there unless I paid. I can't use the restroom.
You know, you're right. You're right. You are way more, like, you're more important than anybody here.
No,
So
I'm
please, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I love when they
Go
play
for
along
it.
like
You
that.
wanted to go in? Go for it, please.
I am not more important. I explained to you. Like,
No, I'm
And I
here to
said,
just
okay.
simply
I-
create
and I said,
drama.
I'm saying
they
okay.
said- and they said that's fine because I am not staying.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
$10 is $10.
Yeah, you're
I'll
right.
be back later on today to pay my
Great.
$10.
I'm happy
Pay my
for you.
$10 to park.
I'm happy for you.
Now I'm going to do something really rare here and give you the viewpoint of the Karen. The Karen is actually saying that she's going to pay her back later on today because she can't give her $10 right now. Now, in rare circumstances,
you gotta pee. Go find
actually
someone
be
else
true
to
because
pee.
there are
Like,
some
this
people out there
is
that don't
taking
carry
up way
cash
too much
and
time.
rarely
I would
take
not
their
have
bank
time
card
for this
around,
argument
but
if I
that's
really had to
extremely
fucking
rare.
pee.
Like, usually, nearly everyone has some kind of way of paying, whether it be cash, coins, or, you know, a bank card, a phone,
And this really
app,
doesn't
anything.
look like,
There's
I
so
don't
many
know, I
ways to
can't
pay,
really
but
see
she
where
claims
we
she
are,
has
but
no
it
way
doesn't
of
look like a
paying.
major
Yes, she
city.
used the toilet, so the receptionist isn't letting her through. And the end story to this freak
You
out
can
is Karen
find,
just goes
go to
storming off
Walmart.
and basically yells some cuss words through the door
They'll let
and
you,
then
they'll let you
marches
in.
away. Now it is hard sometimes. I understand a lot of, you know, public restrooms and needing the toilet when you're out. You have to plan your trips, especially during the COVID. Everything basically got
Yeah, I
shut
totally
down
get that.
and the public toilets even started getting closed here
But
in the UK
this
because there were no
is
cleaners.
entitlement.
It was difficult,
Absolutely.
but at the end of the day, you also have the issue of
You are
public
holding up
businesses,
this
you know,
business
restaurants, pubs,
because of your
stores.
bladder.
Their toilets are for customers only, the majority, and they can't just let random strangers walk in without contributing to the business. Otherwise, then it becomes into a public toilet, which they do not want.
Which can become
let
a
me tell you that.
druggy
Anyway, on to the
little,
next one.
you know, people like to go fuck around in there.
You are totally getting, like, all this is
You're
going.
the one who damn near had a fit because you thought I budged in front of you. You know how many people budge in front of me every day and I don't say nothing?
I bet,
I
because
don't
you're
care.
pretty trashy.
Why waste my energy? Why waste my energy?
This man was
What?
shopping and this Karen bumped into him in the queue, so he decided to start filming and confront.
Here's the thing. I like to watch these videos, but I like to determine really if there really is somebody in the wrong, or if they're both in the wrong, or not even just necessarily in the wrong, but they're just both assholes. So just to let you know, it's not always just one person versus another to me.
On her, and what ended up happening is what you just saw. It's quite a short clip, but I thought I'd add it anyway. And
more
yeah, she ends
dialectical
up
than
somehow
that.
getting in line in front of him because the people working at the desk can't keep track of who's in front of who. So he just decides to confront her on the phone, and yeah, this is his way of getting revenge. Basically, Karen is now on the YouTube video. Yeah, anyway, you guys, let's go to the next one.
But like, why film this? This isn't a legal
Now, this
matter.
next one is a
You know?
freak out that took place in a self-checkout where you're about to see a customer going absolutely crazy because one of the items won't scan properly, and what ends up happening is an employee has to come over and calm the situation down. This video was caught by a customer waiting to scan their items behind them, and oh boy, this person isn't happy over their items.
You're not understanding. You telling me what you want to tell me. You're making me spend extra money when you should have said that.
I'm trying to.
Did I not buy 3 items? Did I not buy 3 items?
Yeah.
Why couldn't we do the transaction with 2 of the items? You
Will, come up here now.
Lady, you're a moron.
No, I'm doing my job.
No, you're not. You're not doing it properly. You're giving me confusing information.
I really don't know what's going on.
Why do I need to buy another item when I bought 3?
It's
To
way
get that. See, listen.
right behind you.
Listen, sweetheart. I don't want to get loud, okay? I'm a little frustrated.
You're already loud.
And I'm trying to explain
Hey,
to
listen,
you.
buddy. First of all, I'm not talking to you.
The Karen decides to turn around because the person filming actually got involved in the situation,
Which
and
was
started
stupid.
basically saying, look, they're trying to resolve the issue. The employee's on the radio literally trying to talk to the manager, and they're going to remove the item. They're not going to charge you for one you didn't take, but for some reason this Karen is freaking out so bad, thinking they're going to make them pay for an extra item they don't have, when all they had to do is calm down, wait and be patient for literally 2 minutes until the manager gets to that self-checkout station and is able to, you know, type a code in or remove it or scan their barcode or whatever they do. And yeah, anyway, on to the next one. This Karen was caught with her family in the 20 or less queue checkout at Walmart.
I
Now,
fucking
we don't
hate
have
these
these
people.
in the
Yeah,
UK,
no.
I'm pretty
This
sure,
pisses me
but
off.
in the US,
This
they have these
this
rules
is
where you
pure
have to have
entitlement.
20 or less items or 30 or less items or whatever's on the sign to go in that checkout. This
Here's
Karen
a
decided to
rule,
take
you're
the
breaking
entire
it.
shop.
Stop breaking
We're
it.
talking $500 worth, $400 worth items, something like 90 or 100 items, and somehow they still
Like, there's
accept
not
the server,
knowing, and
this
then there's
person
knowing
behind is
and not giving a
happy.
fuck.
So starts
So,
filming and
not
recording
sure
them, and
what it
at
is
first
here.
the employee says no, you can't actually go
Oh, the
here.
employee saying
But the
no.
Karen just ignores the employee and starts throwing the items onto the checkout.
This
so the
is
employee
when
really
you
has
can get
no
a camera
choice,
involved,
and
because
they
she's
just end up
breaking a
serving it.
rule.
This makes everyone behind them super angry, and you're about to see what happens. Listen closely, because the sound isn't amazing.
You're gonna do the right thing by me. I do the right thing. I live right. I don't bother anybody.
Okay. That's nothing to do with what's happening here, fam. That hat's not doing much for you.
Oh, come on. No, don't do that. I'm done. No.
Just don't ring her up. Close the fucking checkout. So she gets all of the shit and she either goes to a different checkout or she leaves.
You guys making money off me. Let me pay for my. She's in the wrong way. Then let me do it. Who gonna sit there and read every item? That's crazy. Nobody gonna do that. People's in a rush to go. Don't do that.
But then there are people that are like, just to get it over with, you know what I mean? Don't even argue with these
I'm about
people.
to show you part 2, but Karen is somehow trying to reason or justify her actions with the person working there scanning her items. This is because at first the person working the kiosk or the desk or the checkout, whatever you call it in America, she was actually refusing. She said, look, I can see that you've got way more than 20 items. You've got a whole trolley full. Your cart is absolutely loaded with stuff. It's like a whole week shop for an entire massive family. And Karen's saying, look, you can't hold up the queue. I'm here, just serve me. Well, she kind of gets her way in the end, because she continues to basically put her stuff onto the checkout. And at one point, I think she even scans it for the employee to get her going. And then the employee is just so confused, she doesn't even know what to do. She's called her manager's on the way, but the manager turns up halfway through and stands behind the employee. That's who you can hear her talking to. Karen's trying to reason with the employee and the manager while still putting the items on. So check out this bit, and this is part 2.
Don't do that, ma'am. You're hindering other customers.
Oh, you care about the other customers
You think I'm gonna
that have 20 or less.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
You don't give a shit.
That is ridiculous. When I see you want to fight with the customers and get physical and get personal with the customers, please. I don't have time for this crap. I did that on my job.
I'm just so unimpressed with this video.
That's bad customer service on your part.
Nothing wrong with it. It's just like, I'm just so unimpressed with this woman. If I was this person standing behind her, man,
Yeah, she okay.
I think I would just do the same thing I'm doing now. Just like stare, just watch. What else can you do?
No, I'm not gonna sit here and count. Oh my God, I got more than. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go for work.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna hold up the customers doing that. That's fine. Thank you. I'm gonna let you know.
Please tell me that she doesn't get her way here, though.
You guys gonna close down your customers that way, really? You can't do that.
So as you guys just saw, 2 of the managers got there at the very end, and they were basically already done scanning all of our items. But it was a bit, she's just kind of, it's a bit humiliating to the people who are just stood there with the 20 items when there's clearly somebody.
It's not
with,
humiliating
like,
at all
items in front of
for them.
Like I
It's
said,
just
one rule
annoying.
for one rule for Karen's. It's like
Infuriating,
it's crazy
probably.
because the minute
some
people
place-
break
in
this
some
rule,
people.
other people try and say, well, look, they're breaking the rules. so
Like,
why
oh,
can't
why
I?"
are your
And then it turns
shitty ass
into everyone just
purchases
breaking the rules
more
because
important than
one
mine?
Karen does it, and if Karen can do it, then
I'm
people feel
following the
like They
rules.
should be able to do it because Karens are just, they think they can.
And
get
then I
away with
hate when they give
everything.
in.
They think
I
that
really
they can
do. I really
somehow
do. I know
be
sometimes there's no
bulletproof
choice.
for rules,
But
policy, and sometimes even
giving
the
in
law
to
against
Karens
the police.
is
believe it
a
or
pet
not.
peeve of mine.
So anyway, the aftermath of this, Karen managed to scan every single item. She paid for it, and they basically let her off because she had already got done halfway through before the managers even arrived. And you know, at the end of the day, she's trying to play the emotional card, saying she's tired, she's going shopping for her family, and she just can't go and queue at the massive long normal waiting times for the normal checkout that takes all the shopping. So
tough.
yeah, that was the aftermath of this one. Let's get straight on to today's next one.
You're not more important than everybody else because you're a mom. Tough.
Up next, we have a male Karen who walked into a sandwich shop, or a baguette shop I believe, and he was basically demanding that he wanted a sandwich extremely fast. He didn't want to have to wait 5 or 10 minutes for them to make it. And this is a video another customer caught on their phones of the male Karen literally stood over the counter saying they want the sandwich immediately, ordering around the employees like they're some kind of military sergeant. And then they're literally, I can't get my head around this. This person is literally either starving away and they haven't eaten for months, or they have such a short attention span, or they have absolutely no patience whatsoever.
Or they just don't give a shit about other people.
Karen, they literally wait 20 seconds
Simple as that.
after ordering, start having a go at the employees, and then leave straight away. Even McDonald's isn't that fast, and all their stuff's pre-made. This place is obviously a fresh place where they make it on the counter right in front of you, and for some reason he's grumpy and having a massive go at them because they take time to make his food.
Go home.
Yeah, unbelievable. Check this one out and comment down below your opinions on what you would do if you were a customer here or a worker.
Don't tell me relax. Give me because I want to eat. Why you tell me don't take it easy? In the first place, you're supposed to serve me right. What do you want me to do? Don't yell? Don't talk to my right? This is America, buddy. We talk for all right.
What does having it being America have anything to do with anything,
You tell
dude?
me cold food for hot food? Get out. Now, you didn't give me napkins before.
At least he's wearing a mask.
What's going on?
He seems to, since he talks way too much.
Let's go.
Good for this guy. Like, shut up and get the fuck out. I appreciate that. You are annoying my other guests, and I don't like you. Get the fuck out.
Open the door for me. Thank you.
Open the door for me. Thank you.
So I don't actually know what nationality the people are that run this place, but it seems like they're actually the same nationality as this male Karen, or similar, because they actually understand his language. And different nationalities have different ways of basically cussing each other out, and they have sayings to annoy each other when they're angry.
What nationality are they?
It's just kind of funny when you watch these videos, because they have their own separate, like, individual weird ways of kind of trying to annoy each other. These sayings, these certain words, these actions, these mannerisms, the way they move their hands. It's really, really weird and funny to watch. And this male Karen just so happened to be the same nationality of these workers, and they basically said, look, get out, you're a shame to us, please don't come back here. He's literally complaining about the silliest of things, and it makes absolutely
I want to know what
sense.
nationality they are. Not that it matters, but
he walked in ever again. And yeah, that's the end
piqued
of
my
that
interest.
freak out. Anyway, guys, that's the end of today's video.
Wait a minute. How do we count? How can we tell?
Let's go. Get out. All right? This is America, buddy.
So I'm Jewish, and I'm trying to kind of look for that.
You sell me cold food for hot food? Get out.
No, get out of here. I don't know.
Now, you didn't give me napkins before. Oh, you're making it much so much. What's going on?
Maybe Hispanic.
I'll bring my wife to you.
I don't know what it was, but I saw deli, and I was like, Jewish. I love Jewish delis. Yum, yum, yum. So, it turns out that was the end of the video. I enjoyed it. I haven't seen any of these before, so that's always a good one when you find like a Karen video you've never seen. I liked it. I mean, there are some jackasses in there, definitely. Very fun to watch. But Karens, man. Karens. It's like you can't go out without meeting one. They're there. They're everywhere. Maybe that's why I'm agoraphobic. I just fucking... But thanks to everyone who tuned in, and I'll see you later.